Hello, my name is Laura Sawyer and this is my AR project. Welcome to my classroom. Wesch, in 2008, stated that there were two issues in education: significance and engagement. How could I promote engagement in my classroom? Do more meaningful projects with the students? And encourage them to collaborate more. I started by analyzing the technology that is used in my classroom. We have 2 computer labs and a mobile lab. We have a Facebook fan page. For some labs, we use probeware to collect the data and analyze it using computers. And the students have presented PowerPoint projects to the class. I was originally very interested in a challenge-based learning project, one that focused on personal health issues, then relate those issues to social and environmental issues. Curriculum requirements made that difficult. However, I am planning on trying a CBL project later this school year. The research points to several studies showing that as students use a wiki, they build an arsenal of collaborative skills as they create a learning community with their peers, such as in the 2009 Hazari North and Moreland study and Harrison's 2000 study as cited in Lynn and Kelsey, 2009. Mitchell, Bailey, and Monroe, 2007, further stated that to integrate a wiki into the classroom, the teacher must have a pioneer attitude and incorporate it as seamlessly into the content as possible. Lending, 2010, states that students need time to learn how to use a wiki to be successful. Ruth and Hufting, 2009, added that students need to be involved in meaningful tasks to learn about collaboration. These are my students that participated in Cycle 1 of my AR project. In Cycle 1, student teams were formed and the students designed and implemented their own investigation into a topic of AP Biology. This involved many learning styles as students created topics such as a movie on photosynthesis, several teams picked dissections, one team built sculptures, and another team built a model of an ecosystem. The student teams then posted their projects or findings to the class wiki and presented their projects through the wiki in front of the class. Most students found the wiki easy to navigate and to upload their final project. They liked many aspects of the wiki. What they did not like was editing the page. Many of them expressed that they would use a wiki again. And all of the students at the end of Cycle 1 were able to identify what a wiki is and how it can be used in education. As I went into Cycle 2, I relied on the feedback from my critical friends and colleagues.
Going on to Facebook at midnight and checking messages and things like that, so they're used to communicating that way anyway.
Yeah.
The social is way off the charts.
That's true.
If this is
Ours is kind of everything.
the wiki is a social network in a sense, so they should.
It's like a social website.
Yeah, take it down. I also like the objective.
I like the games a lot.
Of giving you more experience in using technology.
Yeah.
So all probably college.
Even these kids, they like this is very new. You can tell it's like cutting edge.
I know.
These kids are familiar with it, and so you know that's really neat.
And student involvement can be assessed by you. So it makes the teacher's job easier.
Our average kids probably don't have exposure to it either. So I think it's a good project because it just exposes them to it, and it's like positive, and it's not, you know, I mean, you want them to post, you want them to edit, you want it to be a part of it, but it's not, you know, it's just introducing them to it. I think that's good. I think that can be translated into lots of different classes.
These are some of my students for Cycle 2 of my AR project. Cycle 2 was set up quite a bit differently than Cycle 1 in that the wiki is integrated more fully into the content. The end goal of the wiki for this school year is to create a collaborative study document that the students can use both throughout each unit and as we go into the national AP exam in May. The students' first post was the kudos page. On there they were to write about an accomplishment, big or small. Their first content unit assignment was the biochemistry. As we scroll through the page, you can see all that the students have done. I wanted this wiki to replace their traditional vocabulary cards. I had found that in years past the students would make them, get the grade, and then never look back at them. The great majority of them would do that. So I wanted them to use the wiki in order to do a little bit less work, but also make it more interactive and exciting for them to go back and look at the content. In the first unit, they did not go back very much, and this is an ongoing point of instruction for my students throughout the year because I want them to build that media literacy skill. You can see under one topic, polar molecules, that we have 3 different diagrams and we have 5 different definitions so that the students get multiple perspectives and hopefully make it more memorable. So not only are they, on a practical sense, doing a little less, they're getting a whole lot more, and they're getting a lot of different perspectives on most of the concepts that are on that page. In looking at the data, we can see that there were up to 250 views. However, the majority of students did not use it to study, which is what I really wanted them to do. Now, I've taken my students and critical friends' suggestions as the wiki continues past the AR project. I've changed it to try to include more concepts for the students to put in. I've also added our class resources, which before that only appeared on our class website. However, students were not going to both the wiki and the class website, so I am trying to convert all of my class website stuff back to the wiki. And then I've also been encouraging my students to put games and other multimedia into the wiki. One student found a cell structure game and included that into our wiki to find more interactive materials and to really take ownership of it. I want them to have that media literacy and to understand what a wiki's for, to be able to take that knowledge into college with them, possibly into their jobs. My project was submitted to the Journal of Educational Technology and Society. This project is important because it serves as an example to educators in all fields how easily Web 2.0 technologies and especially a wiki can be introduced. It is important because the students are important. Their media literacy, their 21st century skills are important to foster and to bring our education up to where they are. We are an educational team, and it is our job to light the way.